at 7. Ayedatua joins other party leaders to welcome APC's victory in Edo governorship election. Ondo State government emphasizes place of training in ensuring vibrant public service. 8-man plans to meet Dangote refinery management over price reduction. And from the foreign scene, China urges citizens to leave Israel following escalated attacks. Good evening to you and welcome. This is the news at 7 on Osrc television. My name is Oyumi Ayinibara. Ondo State's Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has congratulated the All Progressives Congress APC for its victory in the Edo State governorship election, where Senator Monday Okpebholo emerged as governor-elect alongside Dennis Idahosa as deputy governor-elect. Aiyedatiwa, who led the APC's election strategy, expressed gratitude to Edo voters for their support. He emphasized that Okpebholo's victory signifies Edo's return to the progressive fold, thanking President Bola Tinubu for his leadership during the election. The governor praised the peaceful conduct of the election and expressed confidence in Okpebholo's and campaign committees in achieving this significant win, and highlighted the importance of implementing progressive policies to improve the lives of Edo residents. And in Ondo State, 17 candidates from various political parties are vying for Ondo State top positions in the November 16 governorship election. Then how many of these candidates do you even know, and what do you think they stand for? As election date approaches, we take a closer look at the array of contenders who are looking to get the vote of the over 2 million registered voters. Saeed Arabisala tells us more.
It's another electioneering season in the political landscape of Ondo State as the race is on for the state's top job, raising the question, who becomes the next governor? 17 political parties are in the race and have fielded contestants with a diverse range of personal details, experience and exposure. Data obtained from the Independent National Electoral Commission reveals that none of the political parties fielded a female as its governorship candidate. Further details also show that 35-year-old Adegoke Kende of the Youth Party is the youngest of the Guba candidates, while 75-year-old Ogunfeyimi Isaac of the Allied People's Movement is the oldest. Also noteworthy is the governorship candidate of the African Democratic Congress, 42-year-old Nejo Adeyemi, who identifies as a person with disability, a signal perhaps that there should be no obstacle to a desire to contribute to societal development. The preponderance of the candidates representing the various political parties are from the Southern Senatorial District of Ondo State.
Just like political game, you don't underrate anybody. So you won't say at this level you cannot say anybody is a pretender. Even the so-called pretender in quotes now, they have their game plan. They have what some of them want to merge at the end of the day. You may call them pretender, but they have their game plan from the day one. So they have their and some are actually having, maybe they feel that they are holding their aces to their chest and come out. So one thing you must not do in politics is to try to think that underrate your opponent. That may be at your own peril. We've had the governor in this state that while he was campaigning, his major song and anthem was the fact that okay, this is number one. So thinking that nobody, and of course to every politician, then they felt like he was a rock, nobody can move him. He was shocked at the poll. So we all have it in this, so we cannot really say. But then that does not take away the fact that there are frontline parties who we seem to, the people can resonate with.
But the few candidates, according to political watchers, have emerged as frontrunners. One of the prominent figures is the incumbent Lucky Aiyedatiwa of the All Progressives Congress (APC), who is looking to get the nod of electorate to continue in his present position. Another candidate is Agbola Ajayi of the People's Democratic Party. Ajayi, a former deputy governor between 2016 and 2020, is looking to go a step further in the mantle of leadership in the state. Olushola Ebisheni, who is running under the Labour Party, is a former commissioner and a chieftain of Afenifere. Like Ebisheni, Bamidele Akinboye, a businessman and candidate of the Social Democratic Party, is aiming to fulfill a lifelong ambition after emerging the party's flag bearer following his departure from the PDP. Dr. Abbas Mimiko of the Zenith Labour Party, younger brother of the former governor, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, from the Central Senatorial District, believes his 7 keys agenda can unlock the door to the seat of power. While these candidates are moving to capture the spotlight, social commentators note that issues must dominate their discourse.
People cannot even at a glance know that this is what this person has ahead of the other person in terms of programs, because this program has not been, elucidated to the people.
Range of candidates, the electorate face a significant decision on November 16 to determine who will lead Ondo State, created in 1976, into its golden years from the Alagbaka seat of power. Sahid Aribisala, Osrc News.
Ondo State's Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa says its administration has repositioned the civil service to meet international standards. The governor made the statement while declaring open the 9th annual conference of the Ondo State chapter of the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria in Akure, the Ondo State capital. Government House correspondent Zemo Ebiemi Asmo has presented from our studios. We'll bring you the details in the course of the bulletin. You're still watching Osrc News at 7. After the break, we bring you more stories. Please don't go anywhere. Thank you very much for watching us, and you can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng, or follow us on Facebook at Osrc TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel Osrc TV Ondo. The Deputy Governor of Ondo State has been honored with an award of excellence by his Alumni Association of his alma mater, Imade College, Owo. The event held in the school premises was an opportunity to reflect on the past and project into the future. The report is presented from our studios.
The honor done the Deputy Governor by the 1979 set of the Alumni Association was in recognition of the our-born politician towards the betterment of individuals and collective interest. 1979 year set coordinator Tunde Owadimbola said the school has produced many eminent personalities who are now captains of industry and top public office holders, among whom is the current Deputy Governor of Ondo State, Olayide Adelami. Speaking through its worldwide president, Isiaka Karim, the association appreciated the Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa for appointing one of them as Deputy Governor, assuring that his wealth of experience would add value to the government.
The Deputy Governor has done a lot for this school. Since he left as student in 1973, he has been associating himself with the development of this school. When he his service in the federal service, he facilitated a lot of infrastructure to this school. And he even personally made self-contributions to this school. I want you to know that the first street light that will be installed in this school was done by him.
Reacting, the Deputy Governor appreciated the honor done him and described the development as a challenge to do more.
As a proud alumnus of this great college and a distinguished Imadian, as decorated by the National Body of Imakosa in 2016, let me commend the efforts of members of the 1979 set for all you have been doing for this great school. I am overwhelmed with incredible stories of your immense contributions to the growth of Imade College, both individually and collectively. We appeal to other year sets to emulate the good works of 79 set. What 79 set is doing to ensure our alma mater maintains the #1 position it occupies in our local government, which also propel us to be crowned the best public school, secondary school in Nigeria in the year 2023.
In 2023, Imade was adjudged Best Public Secondary School in Nigeria by the Federal Ministry of Education.
We will serve you more stories under the commercial break. Please to stay with us.
Don't worry, we'll talk later, yeah?
Buddy,
How far?
give me small spot, I beg. Make I play game, I beg.
Oh, yeah, now.
Thanks, G.
Yo, season 5 don't come out.
Buddy, how far now?
I got you.
Buddy, I beg, make I connect, I beg. I need to stream.
Mojaba.
Okay, what's that now?
Enjoy 100% data bonus with night data. Dial *312# to enjoy.
Power your relentless ambition with ultra-high-speed data.
Glow Unlimited.
Glad to have you back. Now we bring you the full reports on the civil service news. I told you that the State Governor, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, says his administration has repositioned the civil service to meet international standards. The governor made the statement while declaring open the 9th annual conference of the Ondo State chapter of the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria in Accra, the Ondo State capital. Government House correspondent Zimo Ibiemi has more as we bring you the report from our studios.
Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, represented by his deputy Olaide Adelami, said his government has invested in the training of its workers to enable them deliver top-rated services. According to the governor, bold step has been taken to reposition the civil service for efficiency to boost productivity.
No individual or organization can afford to take the back seat in the rapidly changing world of technology. The introduction of AI, which is an ubiquitous tool in the workforce, has helped to simplify the day-to-day operations, stimulate creativity, improve decision-making process, and increase productivity, among many others.
He further disclosed that his administration has trained over 4,000 workers in the application of information and communication technology with respect to artificial intelligence. The governor lauded the institute for the critical role it plays in positioning the management of human resources for optimal results.
The In recognizing the fact that one of the greatest assets of any nation is its workforce, I wish to let you know that our administration, since inception, has taken the bold step of paying special attention to the workforce of Ondo State by repositioning the civil service for efficiency so as to boost productivity. This is evident in the 300% increase in the state internally generated revenue, IGR, from an annual average of 10 billion naira in 2017 to 40 billion in 2023.
President of the Institute, Ahmed Gobi, who was represented by the National Treasurer, Ogoshuku Egwonu, expressed satisfaction at the relationship between the civil servants and government of the state.
AI will help you to be very productive, give you reasonable outcome. When it comes to data, AI will help give you analysis, and you come out with data and be able to make good business decisions because you use the AI too, because it's very analytical and the data speak correctly compared to using manual ways to get things done.
The Ondo State Head of Service, Bayo Philip, commended the Institute for its immense contribution to the public service of the state, saying it has prepared the workers to function optimally in all departments of government.
If you can pull this in this austere time, I want to salute you for your resilience. You have kept the banner high in the state.
He urged the state workforce to put in more effort in bringing the needed development as presented by most of the various organizations in the state.
The Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, has announced plans to meet with the Dangote refinery this week to discuss the direct lifting of premium motor spirit (PMS) as explore potential price reductions. IPMAN spokesperson Chinedu Ukadike revealed in a statement that the association is optimistic about commencing direct petrol lifting from the Dangote refinery soon. He highlighted that despite the refinery's commencement of petrol distribution, effective distribution remains a significant challenge in Nigeria's oil and gas sector. The meeting comes amid high petrol prices, with NNPC retail outlets and other independent filling stations selling petrol between 950 naira and 1,100 naira per litre, following Dangote's fuel distribution. Additionally, the Crude Oil Refiners Association of Nigeria, (CORAN), has urged the Nigerian government to peg the foreign exchange rate at 1,000 naira per dollar, which could help reduce the price of Dangote refineries petrol to below 600 naira per litre, easing the burden of consumers. The president of the Economic Community of West African States Commission, ECOWAS, Omar Toure, has emphasized the need for tangible action on a long-standing commitment to global peace and development. Toure, who spoke at the Summit of the Future at the United Nations General Assembly, New York, commended the UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres for convening the summit, noting its importance at the time when the world faces pivotal choices. Toure stressed that for ECOWAS, the key to making the pact meaningful lies in actual implementation. He called for decisive action on issues such as peace and security, sustainable development, climate justice, and youth empowerment. He urged leaders to focus on fostering regional unity and integration, warning against the dangers of disunity and conflict, particularly in West Africa. The Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation has embarked on a comprehensive assessment on the Alau Dam in Borno State to ascertain its integrity following the recent devastating flood. The Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Professor Joseph Usev, who made this known in a press briefing, stressed that state government along the banks of the River Benue had been advised to remain vigilant and implement preparedness measures to enhance flood sensitization, mitigate risk, clear clogged drainage channels, and relocate people living in flood-prone areas to safeguard property and lives. The minister warned against polluting the rivers and urged avoiding practices that could harm them. Meanwhile, following the recent flooding incident in Borno State, the federal government has approved the setting up of a technical committee to review all existing dams in the country. Minister of Information and National Orientation Ibrahim Mohammed stated that the Federal Executive Council (FEC) approved the technical committee in order to enable the country mitigate issues that necessitate flooding in the country. According to the Information Minister, he noted that government is not unmindful that some of the dams which were constructed over some decades might be in need of maintenance, hence the need for the technical committee to review their durability. In security, the Ondo State Amotekun Corps has arrested 27 suspected criminals, including 3 young farmers accused of kidnapping, identified as Obanobi Temitayo, 19, Ogundele Ojo, 20, and another unnamed individual were apprehended in a forest near Ikakuma Koko Kogi, Edo State border. Amotekun State Commander Adetunji Adeleye said the farmers claimed to be engaged in agriculture but were involved in criminal activities. Additionally, an alleged notorious motorcycle thief named Michael Ojo was arrested for stealing and selling motorcycles at low prices. The operation also led to the capture of armed robbers who were specialized in looting mattress shops. According to the Amotekun chief, the Corps will continue to intensify efforts to combat crimes in the state and ensure public safety. And the Department of State Services (DSS) has released 6 of the End Bad Governance protesters who were arrested during demonstrations in Kaduna State. The protests held between August 1 and 10 were in response to the economic hardships being experienced by citizens across the country. According to human rights lawyer Femi Falano, a total of 2,111 protesters were arrested by security agents during the demonstrations. Sources within the DSS told Newspen that the 6 protesters were released following the completion of investigations, while 3 others will be arraigned.
Sri Lanka, China, and Sunshine. That's all. Okay.
And now we move to the foreign scene. Sri Lanka elected Marxist Lenin Anura Kumara Dissanayake president after a second round of counting. It is the first time a recount has ever decided such an election. Dissanayake, representing the leftist People's Liberation Front, campaigned on promises to address economic disparities and strengthen social welfare programs, resonating with a populace grappling with rising living costs and economic instability. Blessing Obi has more.
Sri Lanka has elected its new president, the Marxist Lenin Anura Kumara Dissanayake. The public put faith in his pledge to fight corruption and bolster a fragile economic recovery following its worst financial crisis in decades. Dissanayake led from start to finish during the counting of ballots, polling over 42% of the votes. That's despite not having any political lineage like some of his rivals in a presidential election. He knocked out incumbent President Ranil Wickremesinghe and opposition leader Sajid Premadasa to become Sri Lanka's 10th president. The election was also a referendum of Wickremesinghe. He led the heavily indebted nation's fragile economic recovery from a meltdown in 2022. But the austerity measures that were key to this recovery hindered his bid to return to office. He finished third with 17% of the vote. Premadasa on second place got almost 33%. This election marked the first time on Sri Lanka history that the presidential race was decided by a second round of counting. That's after the top candidate failed to win the mandatory 50% of votes to be declared winner. Blessing Obi, OSRC News.
still on the foreign scene, China has urged its citizens in Israel to leave as tensions between Israel and Lebanon's Iran-backed militant group Hezbollah escalate. Currently, the situation along the Israel-Lebanon border is extremely tense with frequent military conflict. According to a statement by China's embassy in Israel, the security situation in Israel remains severe, complex, and unpredictable. The embassy urged Chinese citizens in Israel to return home or relocate to safer areas as soon as possible. Israel and Hezbollah have threatened to escalate their cross-border attacks despite international calls for both sides to step back from the brink of all-out war. An Israeli airstrike in the densely populated Hezbollah stronghold in southern Beirut killed the head of Hezbollah's elite Radwan force, Ibrahim Akwil, last weekend. And in sports, Sunshine Stars youth team head coach Olariwaju Ali has declared that the team is in to pick 3 points in their first home match against R2 Finesse FA of Lagos tomorrow. The match is scheduled to be played at the football pitch of Ondo State Football Agency Osrc Sunshine Village, Akure, by 3 p.m. Ali, in his pre-match briefing, assured a victory with the needed support from the board led by the chairman, Bamidele Ologunloluwa. He added that getting 3 points against R2 Finesse FA is achievable if his sides can utilize their chances. In the same vein, the team captain, Taiwo Ogunleye, assured their team and fans that we get the 3 points in their first opener. Sunshine Stars youth team under 19 are placed in the Southern Conference group and will play 14 other youth team in the N-Youth League. And with that sports story, we conclude the news tonight. But before we go, a quick look at the top stories. We told you that the Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has joined other party leaders to celebrate All Progressives Congress victory in Edo governorship election. The Ondo State government has emphasized the importance of training in ensuring a vibrant public service. Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria is planned to meet with Dangote Refinery management regarding price reductions. And from the foreign scene, we brought to you that China has urged its citizens to leave Israel following escalated attacks. That's the news tonight. Thank you very much for your time. Good evening.
Go.